Right. Hello, my lovelies, and welcome back to Allotment of the Dead. So today we're going to be starting off our flowers. Something slightly different with my lot of flowers than probably everybody else's is that I'll be planting pretty much all the flowers that have got the potential to kill you. So they range from things that we see here in the UK and that grow quite readily in the UK, like Aconitum, to some of the more tropical species like the Brugmansias and the Daturas. All of these have got something in common in that they contain compounds within them that don't do the human species very well. So let's have a look, see what we're going to be planting today. We have the Datura ballerina purple. I'll put these up on the screen as we go. Absolutely gorgeous colours. I grew these last year. Absolutely fantastic plant to grow, and the smell is really, really nice. And we've got about 4 or 5 varieties of Brugmansia. So the angel's trumpet. So the Datura is the devil's trumpet, and the Brugmansia is the angel's trumpet. Both of you want to take you away in terms of kill you, but take you to different places by the sounds of this. So we have a white variety called Brugmansia alba. And we've got another one, again, with really nice large white flowers called Brazilian white. We have a Brugmansia sanguinea, which is like an orange coloured flower to it. Sanguina, I think, means blood. I need to check that out, but I'm pretty sure it means blood in some language. It's probably Latin or something like that. And we've got a nice Ecuador pink variety. So variety of different colours this year. We'll see how they go. All of them are hallucinogenic. All of them have got the ability to make you think they're really beautiful flowers, even if you didn't like them. But I do like them, so this year we should get some really nice ones. Right, what else have we got? We have the Solanum dulcamara, which is bittersweet. So this is part of the nightshade family. So all the Daturas and the Brugmansia are part of the nightshade family. Again, this one, not wanting to eat the berries on this one, but really, really nice looking plant. Never grown it before, so we'll give that a go. We've got the arum lily, which is the lords and ladies, which again, the berries of these are really, really poisonous. This is something I'll be planting here in some trays, but we'll be taking them down the plot. They need that cold stratification kind of period before they'll actually germinate. So we'll plant them, we'll take them down the plot, we'll leave them there, and they can take as long as they need to actually germinate. But they will take a while, I think. We've got the Nicandra phylosodes. So again, a nice Solanum species, but this one is also called shoe fly. So shoe fly is one of those plants that's supposed to actually scare off things like whiteflies and things like that. So this year I'm going to see if I can get some nice large plants in pots, stick them in my brassicas, and see if it makes any difference. Some people reckon it does, some people reckon it doesn't. So either way, we'll give it a go. And then we're on to the Aconitum. So Aconitum anthora. This is the yellow monkshood, also called healing monkshood. Not sure how or why it could be healing. I know some people have rubbed the oils from this on their skin for rheumatoid arthritis. I can't see it working very well, to be honest. It's, again, something that contains these horrible glycosides, which, again, will probably not do you any good. And I've managed to save some seeds from last year's Aconitum down the plot. So that's a mix of seeds, different colours, flavours. I'll say flavours, I'm not going to be tasting them. That would be the craziest thing in the world to do, so we won't be doing that. And then the last poison plant I've actually got here is the Mimosa pudica. So I I think a few of you guys might know what this is from the actual look of the plant leaves. This is also called the sensitive plant, and it's one of those plants that when you touch it, the leaves curl in on themselves. I don't think it bothers them too much. They do open back up again. But again, this plant is toxic. So people kind of wander around different botanical gardens and stuff, touching this plant left, right, and centre. And little do they know, chances are it's quite poisonous. There are two different varieties of this particular plant. One is this one, and the other one is another Mimosa variety that is used by shaman to make psychedelic drugs. So it's actually one of the drugs that will acts on your LSD receptors and actually gets into your system very, very quick, which is why the shamans use it for their outer body experiences and things. So yeah, a variety of different things we'll be planting today, and I need to put my gloves on before I do anything else. So we'll stop the video here, and we'll come back when I've got all gloved up and things. See you in a bit. Okay, got the gloves on. So as with all of this particular things that I'm planting now, you've got to be really, really careful when you're dealing with these sort of plants, these sort of seeds, as pretty much the literature and everything will always say about all of these plants, is that every part of these particular plants are toxic to some degree. So the last thing you want to be doing is having any means of food or drink in the area when you're doing it. The last thing you want to be doing is, as a matter of suggestion almost, reaching for a drink whilst you're actually dealing with these seeds and plants. The also thing you don't want to be doing is listening to any obtrusive thoughts at this point. There's lots of these particular seeds, although they don't look particularly appetising, it's just one of those things you start going, I wonder what they taste like. It's not something you really want to be doing, especially with these particular plants. Everything pretty much will have an effect on your heart, your lungs, and pretty much everything else that you can basically deal with. So the other side of things as well, the cat's doing his rounds at the moment, but again, try and keep your pets and animals out of the way when you're dealing with any of these as well. So again, these will be put onto the Super 7s to germinate, but I'll have my eye on them at all times. Have them out of the way so that basically the cats won't get to them. Right, we'll start with the Brugmansia alba. So I've had a look at these seeds, and again, for a plant, these don't look like any seeds you kind of come across on a regular basis. They look like little chunks of wood. I'll take a photograph a little bit closer of one of these. I'm only going to plant 4 of these seeds. Give us a couple back just in case something don't germinate. But they do look like little pieces of wood, and they don't seem to have a certain way around that you put them. The only other things that look a little bit like this are the Aconitum seeds, and they look like little flat pieces of wood. These have got some shape to them, but really weird looking. So we'll basically plant 4. So we'll push them down into the compost. So again, this is just the Levington F1. It's a seed compost. It's not something with any extra nutrients or anything like that in it. You don't need any extra nutrients when you've got a seed. Everything that the seed needs to start surviving and living is in that seed. So the initial growing period, it doesn't need anything else. The other thing I've done is actually pre-written all of these, so I'm not actually messing around with pens, which I might forget to wash my hands or might forget to wash the pen. Again, I'm not taking any chances with these at all. I know some people ask why the hell I'm growing them when I'm kind of treating them like this. Well, they are also the prettiest. So I'll put some pictures of these up on the screen as I'm doing them. So the next one is this Ecuadorian pink. And again, the seeds of this are absolutely weird. Great big chunks of what looks like bits of wood again. Again, we'll plant them in about double the depth of what the size of the seed is, and that goes for most seeds that you encounter during the course of your planting, especially this time of year anyway. Okay, so again, I've only planted 4. And that was Ecuadorian pink. Okay, the next one is sanguina. So I have checked, sanguina means blood in Spanish. And these seeds are again exactly the same as the last ones. So Brugmansia seeds all seem to be like these great big chunks of what looks like bark or wood. Right, so we'll plant them in, push them down into the substrate. Gives me about 4 or 5 seeds left over. I might plant some more of these a little bit further on. Not that you really need a succession with Datura, because you get quite big plants off these, or Brugmansia, sorry, these ones are. So that was the sanguina, the nice orange variety. And then that just leaves me with one more, which again is another white variety called Brazilian white. And again, it's got the same size seeds, great big chunks of what looks like wood. Albeit these are quite pale, so maybe it kind of fits in with that Brazilian white kind of idea. So we'll push them into the substrate. So a lot of people are again choosing the silver grow this year. Leventon F1 seed compost, low nutrient or no nutrient. It always does me great every single year. Everything I plant in them just seem to do really well. Right, so that's the Brazilian white. So that's the last of the Brugmansia that I've got at the moment. We will cover those over. And then we'll give them good water. We'll put one of the clear plastic covers over these just so that get some nice humidity in there. Right, there's number 1. Okay, I will post a picture of the what they actually look like. Right, we'll go on to the next one. So this is the Datura. So again, a lot of people think Datura is Angel's Trumpet, which is Brugmansia really. So the Datura is completely different variety of Solanum. The seeds of this one are quite small, nowhere near as big. They don't even look the same as the Brugmansia ones. Again, I'll show you a picture of these seeds. There's a little bit of similarity, I suppose, in how they look, but size is completely different. Again, we'll plant just the 4 seeds. And hopefully they'll grow nicely. Right, so that was the purple ballerina. So again, purple mad ballerina. Right, now I need to make the decision what to put in here next. So I'm going to use the the Aconitum anthora, I think. So this is the yellow monk's hood. Again, I'm not going to be doing anything much in the way of handling these with any amount of vigour. Treat everything really, really with respect. Okay. So again, these are another solanum. Again, these are full of the glycosides, and again, so you got these little nice little black seeds. So we'll plant these just in a nice row across here. Okay, there's a few left in there, not too many though. So that's the healing Aconitum. Okay, let's just cover those up. The ones that I harvested from my own plants this year. So what I'll do is I'll stick about 12 of those in. There's going to be a variety of different colours in these. I know I grew the silver ones last year, I grew the blue ones and the white ones. So we should have, hopefully, a good chance of getting a good mix of those. Right, so these are the ones I got from my plants. So again, these little black seeds. The good thing about these is that the actual seedlings, when they come up, they're quite distinctive. They've got kind of frilly leaves to them. It is quite easy to tell them apart from other weeds and things, which is a good thing really, because the last thing you want to be doing is getting some accidental poisoning. Majority of people, when they're dealing with these, it's because they've done something stupid and they've accidentally given themselves an opportunity to come into contact with something which they haven't really realised, and then a bit further down the line they end up with heart palpitations and things like that. So all of these are nicely covered up now. So that's the Aconitum all sorted. Okay, and we'll give them the water. Now these ones don't mind heat when they're growing. There are other of these poisonous plants that they don't need the heat. In fact, if anything, the heat will actually slow down their germination. So things like the alums and things like that, the arum lilies, the lords and ladies, those sort of things, it will slow them down. Right, we'll do one last one, so we'll do the Mimosa. Interested to see what these seeds look like. If I can open it. Oh, there's a good few in there, so what we'll do is we'll sprinkle a few over. These look a little bit, in some respects, like little UFOs. Again, I'll put a picture up. Absolutely weird looking things. Right, so we'll sprinkle a few on here. Okay, that's probably more than enough. Right. I think I'm going to put those in a bag so these don't go wandering. But again, I'll take a photograph of the actual plants we've got here. Right. So we'll give them a nice covering of some more compost. Really fine compost. Never have to sieve this. It's usually really good. I don't think I've ever had a time where it's been a situation where I've had to sieve it. So again, well worth the extra little bit of money you pay for it. Right, and again we'll water it in nicely. Okay, so another lid. Right, so that's 3 lots of poisonous plants sorted. I've got a few more to do there, and then we'll start thinking about the non-poisonous stuff. So as I say, my flower season has started now, but it's not started the same way as everybody else's. I think other people at the moment they're planting cosmos. I'll be planting some of them probably towards the end of February, early March. Some of the nasturtiums and that sort of thing. I've got loads of poppies that I kind of got as freebies with different things. I'm going to scatter those around the plot. You get some lovely kind of oriental poppies that come up, and they're really nice. Again, I'm trying to find some more of the opium poppies that I grew last year. Hopefully some of them will self-seeded from last year. Hopefully they'll come up. We'll see how that goes. So I'm going to carry on and plant the rest of these poisonous plants. I've got another plant that I'm going to plant today called Clary Sage. So again, this is another one that gives you these nice really tall spikes of flowers, and the smell of it is really nice as well. This is a biennial, so chances are I'll sow it this year and then it will probably get those nice spikes in the second year. But again, I've got to plant them this year to actually get a fighting chance of something next year. So we'll do that, and then again we'll have another go with the Narangillo and the Tamarolo. So all good. Right. Stay away from your mouth, Jason. Right, so that's it for tonight. I'll carry on and do a few bits and pieces here, and we'll see you for the next video, hopefully. Haven't done anything stupid here, but there we go. All the best, guys. Take care. Bye bye.